South Korea, a name synonymous with sleek smartphones, cutting-edge technology, and a vibrant pop culture that has captivated the world. But this economic powerhouse, a titan of innovation, was once a nation on its knees. Ravaged by war and mired in poverty, South Korea's journey to prosperity is nothing short of a miracle. It's a testament to the power of human resilience, strategic planning, and unwavering determination. In just a few decades, South Korea transformed itself from the ashes of war into a global economic force. This extraordinary journey, often dubbed the Miracle on the Han River, is a story that continues to inspire the world. It's a tale of how a nation, staring into the abyss of despair, found the courage to rebuild, reinvent, and ultimately, rise to unimaginable heights. This dramatic transformation is a story that needs to be told, understood, and its lessons absorbed. It's a story not just about economic growth, but about the spirit of a people, their unwavering belief in a better future, and the leadership that helped them achieve it. This is the story of South Korea's epic rise. The Korean War from 1950 to 1953 left South Korea in ruins. Cities lay in rubble, industries were decimated, and millions were displaced. The once vibrant peninsula was scarred by conflict, its people grappling with immense poverty and an uncertain future. The post-war years were a time of immense hardship. The fledgling nation lacked natural resources and infrastructure. The scars of war ran deep, both physically and psychologically. Yet, amidst the devastation, a spirit of resilience began to emerge. The South Korean people, known for their strong work ethic and community spirit, began the arduous task of rebuilding their lives and their nation. The government, under the leadership of President Syngman Rhee, focused on establishing political stability and laying the groundwork for economic recovery. This period of rebuilding, though fraught with challenges, was crucial in setting the stage for South Korea's future success. It fostered a collective sense of purpose, a determination to rise from the ashes and create a brighter future for generations to come. In the 1960s, South Korea embarked on an ambitious path towards economic development. The government, now under the leadership of Park Chung-hee, adopted an export-oriented growth strategy. This meant focusing on producing goods for the global market, leveraging international trade as a key driver of economic growth. Central to this strategy was the promotion of labor-intensive industries such as textiles and footwear. South Korea, with its low labor costs and a disciplined workforce, was able to produce these goods efficiently and competitively. The government played a key role in supporting this export drive by providing subsidies, tax breaks, and other incentives to businesses. Another key initiative during this period was the Saemal Undong, or New Village movement. This movement, launched in 1970, aimed to modernize rural areas and improve living standards. It encouraged villagers to participate in community development projects, promoting self-reliance and cooperation. The combination of export-oriented industrialization and rural development laid the foundation for South Korea's rapid economic growth. The country began to witness a surge in exports, foreign investment, and overall economic activity. This was the beginning of South Korea's transformation from a war-torn nation to an emerging economic power. South Korea recognized early on that its most valuable resource was its people. Investing in education and human capital became a cornerstone of the nation's development strategy. The government made significant investments in expanding access to education at all levels, from primary school to higher education. There was a strong emphasis on technical and vocational training to equip the workforce with the skills needed for the burgeoning industrial sector. The literacy rate soared, and a new generation armed with education and skills was ready to drive the nation's economic engine. This focus on education fostered a culture of learning, innovation, and adaptability. South Koreans embraced lifelong learning, constantly upgrading their skills to keep pace with the demands of a rapidly evolving global economy. This commitment to education, coupled with the legendary work ethic of the South Korean people, became a key driver of the nation's economic miracle. The investment in education paid off handsomely. South Korea was able to transition from labor-intensive industries to more high-tech and knowledge-based sectors. The nation produced a highly skilled and educated workforce that was the envy of the world. Section 5, Building Giants, Samsung, Hyundai, and Beyond. The 1970s and 1980s saw the rise of South Korean conglomerates known as Chaebols. Companies like Samsung, Hyundai, LG, and Daewoo emerged as global players in sectors like electronics, automobiles, shipbuilding, and construction. These chaebols benefited from government support in the form of subsidies, loans, and protectionist policies. They invested heavily in research and development, constantly innovating and expanding into new markets. Samsung, for example, transformed itself from a low-cost manufacturer of televisions to a global leader in smartphones, semiconductors, and consumer electronics. Hyundai, another chaebol that started by building low-cost cars, became a global automotive giant, known for its quality and design. Shipbuilding became another pillar of the South Korean economy, with the nation's shipyards producing some of the largest and most sophisticated vessels in the world. The success of these chaebols had a ripple effect throughout the South Korean economy, creating jobs, boosting exports, and driving technological advancement. These companies became symbols of South Korean ingenuity, resilience, and global ambition. Section 6. Opening up, embracing globalization. While government support played a crucial role in the initial stages of South Korea's economic development, the country recognized the need to open up to the global economy. In the late 1980s and 1990s, South Korea implemented a series of economic liberalization measures. Trade barriers were lowered, foreign investment was encouraged, and the financial sector was deregulated. South Korea joined the World Trade Organization in 1995, signaling its commitment to free trade and global integration. This embrace of globalization exposed South Korean companies to international competition, forcing them to become more efficient and innovative. It also opened up new markets for South Korean goods and services, further fueling the nation's economic growth. South Korea's transformation from a relatively closed economy to a globalized powerhouse is a testament to the government's foresight and willingness to adapt to the changing global landscape. This strategic shift paved the way for South Korea's continued economic success in the 21st century. Section 7. Weathering the storm. The Asian financial crisis. The Asian financial crisis of 1997-98 was a major test for South Korea's economy. The crisis, triggered by a confluence of factors including excessive borrowing, speculative investments, and a lack of transparency, sent shockwaves through the region. South Korea, with its high levels of corporate debt and reliance on foreign capital, was hit particularly hard. The Korean won plummeted in value, businesses collapsed, and unemployment soared. The nation was forced to seek a bailout from the International Monetary Fund, a move that came with stringent austerity measures. The crisis exposed vulnerabilities in South Korea's economic model, particularly its dependence on chaebols and their close ties to the government. However, it also showcased the resilience of the South Korean people and their ability to adapt to adversity. The government implemented painful but necessary reforms, including restructuring the financial sector, increasing transparency, and addressing corporate governance issues. The South Korean people endured hardship with stoicism, embracing frugality and working together to overcome the crisis. Section 8. A global player, South Korea on the world stage. South Korea emerged from the Asian financial crisis stronger and more resilient. The country learned valuable lessons from the experience, implementing reforms that made its economy more stable and sustainable. The government continued to invest in education, innovation, and technology, recognizing that these were key drivers of long-term economic growth. Today, South Korea stands as a global economic powerhouse, ranking among the world's top 15 economies. It's a leader in industries like technology, automotive, shipbuilding, and entertainment. Samsung is a global brand, synonymous with innovation in smartphones, electronics, and appliances. Hyundai and Kia are major players in the global automotive industry. South Korea's cultural influence has also grown exponentially in recent decades. K-pop, Korean dramas, and films have captivated audiences worldwide, becoming a global phenomenon. This Korean wave has enhanced South Korea's soft power, projecting its culture and values on the global stage. Despite its remarkable achievements, South Korea continues to face challenges, including an aging population, rising inequality, and geopolitical tensions on the Korean peninsula. However, the nation has a proven track record of overcoming adversity and adapting to change. Section 9. A legacy of resilience. Lessons from the land of morning calm. South Korea's journey from war ruins to economic prosperity is a testament to resilience. It's a story of hard work, strategic planning, and belief in a brighter future. South Korea's experience offers valuable lessons for developing nations. Investing in education and human capital is crucial. A skilled workforce drives economic growth and innovation. A clear economic vision fosters a business-friendly environment. Embracing globalization is key to adapting to global dynamics. South Korea's story is an inspiration for nations striving to overcome adversity. With determination and strategic planning, challenges can be overcome. The miracle on the Han River shows the power of human potential. As South Korea continues its journey, the world watches with admiration.